Hi guys, SmttnPegasus here, and I'm back with more Merlin. As you can tell, I'm kind of cold, and I have a t-shirt on, so I'm wearing my blanket because it's comfy. Anyway, last episode was pretty awesome. Definitely put into effect and kind of put into the mind of the fans that Morgana is willing to do something very bad if she thinks that the outcome will be the right thing. Because she's not wrong. Uther is a tyrant who is so stuck in his ways that he's making more enemies than friends. And when it comes right down to it, he really doesn't care about his people. He cares about the law. Which is stupid. Because that's how people get killed. That's how people... I mean, it just... I see where she's coming from. She didn't necessarily make the right choice, but I can see why she made the choice she did. And I'm glad she went back afterwards and realized, okay, maybe killing Uther isn't the right answer. So I'm glad about that. But, so we'll see. This one, apparently Arthur dies. Or it seems to be that Arthur dies, and Morgana and Merlin team up, and then Merlin eventually faces off with Nimue. That's all I know. I just know this is the finale, the last episode of season 1, which is not as exciting as it should be because I know that there's 4 more seasons for me to watch already done. I don't have to wait on any of them, but it's still going to be really exciting, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see what happens, how things fall out. It's going to be cool. I'm excited. Ready, George? George is ready. Let's do this, guys. Holy shit, what the fuck is that thing? It's like a cobra cheetah. Seriously, what the fuck is that thing? It's literally like a cheetah or a leopard with the head of a friggin' cobra. It's like a cobra-leopard. I don't know, that's freaky. That's gotta be a magical creature, because it's like is it a chimera? Is that what they're trying to go with? Is it a chimera? He's getting eaten by the cobra-leopard. Seriously, what the fuck is that thing? Like I said, is it they're trying to do a chimera? Because usually chimeras, don't they have the back end of a goat, the tail of a snake, and the head of a lion? Is that the traditional one? But I mean, technically a chimera is just a mix of animals. So, head of a cobra, back end of a cheetah, leopard, whatever. Could work. Could be a chimera. Love it.
The creature you describe has all the characteristics of the questing beast.
Surely that's...
That one was intense. You should listen to the hysterical woman. She's hysterical for he knows Morgana. He knows her. She's not gonna be all crazy and hysterical for no damn reason. Come on, Arthur.
Betrayal.
I know he's not gonna stay dead, but this is just emotional, guys.
The young Pendragon must live, no matter what the cost.
That's the trick. That's the kicker right there. Is that what's it gonna cost?
Merlin, in return.
So who gonna die?
Please. I beg of you.
I'm sorry, guys.
Who gonna die?
Whatever the price is, I will pay it gladly.
They can't be Merlin, because Merlin and Arthur gotta work together.
You are going to live to be the man I've seen inside you, Arthur.
Aww.
I can see a Camelot that is fair and just. I can see a king that the people will love and be proud to call their sovereign.
This is so touching.
Camelot. You have to live.
Oh, I'm having feels, guys. Oh yeah, Island of the Blessed, huh? That looks blessed with something. Used to be a fortress, obviously. What happened to it? I don't think this is gonna go the way he thinks it's gonna go. Like, she's a tricky one. Nimue is a trickster. So I don't think this is gonna go the way he thinks it's gonna go. Merlin knows what Morgana was gonna do, so he doesn't trust her. But she's right.
I can remember you talking to me.
You can?
Uh-oh.
You stroked my forehead.
I was tending to your fever.
Never lost faith.
I was just talking.
Tell me again what you said.
Nope.
I don't remember.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Come on. Something about the man I am inside.
Wait. I'm confused. What happened? He's still alive. So who was that went into Gaius' chambers?
What is it? What happened?
Merlin, stay there.
Oh no, is that his mother?
What's wrong?
No, don't.
Mother.
Oh, god damn it! Oh no.
Dear Merlin, my life is already near to its end.
No!
There has, for the most part, been very little purpose to it.
No!
Very little that will be remembered.
No!
In contrast, Merlin,
No!
your life is destined for greatness. Live by the tenets I have taught you,
No!
and I believe you will in time become the greatest warlock ever. To
No!
have known you has been my greatest pleasure, and to
Not
sacrifice
Grandpa Gaius!
is but an honor. You are, and always will be, the son I never had.
No!
No!
I'm not okay with this. Not Gaius. There's no way Merlin's gonna get there in time.
So soon, Warlock?
What have you done?
I love Nimue's character design. It's so cool.
You wanted?
Ooh, this is secret untapped magic. Oh. Well then. Nimue's dead.
Nimue's dead. The balance of the world has been restored.
You're amazing.
Ah, I didn't think of that.
That itself. The great warlock of yes.
Yay! Gaius isn't dead!
I would if you could stop this.
Bloody rain! Make it stop raining, goddammit! That is a very unhappy dragon. Alright, so for the first finale, that was really freaking awesome. Dude, that was so good. Like, I knew the whole thing, like, Merlin going to save, like, I knew Merlin going and, like, sacrificing his life to save Arthur's. I knew that Arthur wasn't gonna end up dead. I knew Merlin wasn't gonna end up dead. But when it looked like Gaius was gonna sacrifice himself, like, fuck, I didn't think of that. Like, Gaius can totally die. I didn't think of that, fuck. Oh. But I also didn't think of the fact that when Merlin killed Nimue, near that altar, I guess it made the world right itself. Because his mom hadn't died yet. So all the world was looking for was a death. Could it, Gaius, his mother, Nimue. So Nimue is gone. Oh, but that dragon is not happy. That is a very unhappy dragon. Yeah, I feel like that's going to cause a lot of problems in season 2. Yeah, I feel like that's going to cause a lot of problems in season 2. But I'm excited. It's going to be so good, guys. Oh, man. I'm just glad that I don't have to wait for the next season. I can just start watching it. Oh, man. So good, guys. So good. Oh, I love it. So good. Oh, okay. I'm trying to put my thoughts together cohesively. Overall, this first season was fantastic. We really got to see that all of the players are in place, but they're not quite who they're supposed to be yet. Merlin is not the great sorcerer that he's going to be someday yet. But we saw a glimpse of that at the end. And then we have the whole thing where Mordred was calling him Imris. I don't know what that's about. I figure it has something to do with the dragon and Nimue saying that he's a creature of the old world. I'm thinking Imris was his original incarnation and Merlin is just a reincarnation of Imris, which is probably some great being of great good or something. I don't know. But he's a reincarnation of Imris. Morgana's starting to get more of her abilities. It started with this, this foresight and everything. Which, is, terrifying her to the point that she's hysterical. Which I'm still not okay with the way they're handling that. Especially if Gaius is pretty much... He's pretty convinced that Morgana is, at the very least, is a seer and may actually have magical gifts like Merlin. Why make her, why isolate her and make her feel so scared of herself, let alone whatever else is going on, but she's terrified of herself, support her the way you're supporting Merlin, one great magician that's honor bound and determined to do good is great, but 2? That's really great. So, but I don't like how Gaius is handling that at all, and I don't, especially when Morgana tried to warn Merlin because of the decision she made in the last episode. Even though she went back on her own decision and saved Uther in the end, Merlin isn't going to trust her now. Because she was going to kill Uther. She agreed to a plot to kill Uther. And so I feel like that's going to be a huge part of Morgana's turn whenever that happens, is that Merlin no longer trusts her. So if she goes to Merlin about her magic, he's not going to trust her with his own. If she goes to Gaius isn't going to trust her. Merlin's not going to trust her. Gaius, for some reason, is trying to, just tell her, oh, well, it's nothing, and trying to, dismiss this when it's something really important. And I feel Arthur and Morgana are still fairly close. Like I said, Morgana obviously cares very, very deeply for Arthur. So I don't know how that's going to turn around. Obviously, probably it's going to be something that Arthur does, most likely. And I don't know how the relationship between her and Gwen is going to turn around, because right now they seem really, really close. So I don't know how that's going to end up turning around. And Uther is going to end up dead somehow. I don't know how, but he's going to end up dead. He's going to end up dying. Arthur literally cannot become the king of legend while Uther is still king. So Uther's going to end up dead somehow. I don't know how. Probably have something very heavily to do with Morgana. That would not surprise me at all. I'm very intrigued to see where the dragon comes in. I wonder if the dragon is going to start trying to contact Morgana now that Merlin has cut him off. Because it all makes sense now. The dragon was only encouraging Merlin in his quest, in his destiny, because if magic was returned to the kingdom, then he could be set free. So I wonder if now he's going to start contacting Morgana so that Morgana will then get rid of Uther so the magic can return so that he can be free. I don't know if that's how it's going to happen, but I wonder if that's going to have something to do with it, since we had the dragon like losing his mind and Morgana wakes up again. So I wonder if that's what's going to happen, is now that Merlin has kind of cut him off, I wonder if he's going to reach out to Morgana. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm so excited, guys. This is so good. This is so good. Okay. I'm gonna leave you this one here, guys. Say goodbye to George, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!